Welcome back to Lune Plays RimWorld. In our last episode, we started encountering a little bit of a temperature issue here. So we're going to go see about getting some vents made. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Jackal over, and I'm planning to lock people in the building for now. Be a little bit rough on the folks here, but once we see this place cool down a bit, it should be alright. I'm also going to start deconstructing, I think, some of the torches here. Just keeping that temperature down. And in its place, we'll put in a standing lamp. So close this one off, and I'm going to just deconstruct a little bit here. I'll need some wood floor. And just to be a little bit proactive, I'm going to drop another passive cooler. Of course, solar flare is going to shut off our electrically driven equipment. I wonder if that might be due to the heat there. Yes, heat stroke. So we're going to need to ventilate a little bit better here. Well, it looks like the temperatures are starting to diminish here. And now we're starting to take I'm just going to get Jackal out of here. What I'm going to do is to prevent any sort of chaos, I'm going to make those off limits. Also gonna free up these doors here. It's cooled down a bit, so I think people can get back to work. Undraft. And electrical service is coming back online. We'll be able to harvest these potatoes. We'll drop that. I'm honestly quite surprised about the heat stroke issue. I thought for sure we'd get off easy this time. This just goes to show the importance of working towards getting the air conditioning units. And let's see what we got here. Do we have that option? Oh, we got ourselves a raid, so I'm just gonna close our research. And we'll draft everyone. And we got the raiders coming in from the south. And I'm gonna fall back inside here. So we got them separated, so that'll help us. And that'll make clear things out for us. So we'll undraft, let folks get healed. We still have some new clothing. The heat wave is actually still in effect, but it's not nearly as bad. We do have a tier 5 grower now, so we may be able to do Devil Strand here in a bit. So looking at someone with fairly healthy stats here. And we'll need to set up at least a sleeping spot here. And I think red might be the appropriate choice here. And folks' health is looking good right now. Gonna drop a little bit more power conduit. Gonna add standing lamps to those spaces. And we got ourselves some cargo pods. Nutrient paste, not the best, but it works. Also need to, once a heat wave passes, we'll have to look to bury the dead. And we'll just switch over to that air conditioner research. And still a little bit too hot to look to do a new grow area for the Devil Strand. Now that we do have a grower that's high enough level to take advantage of it. And I'm just going to increase the game speed a bit here. Definitely gonna need to look to berry, folks. And we'll see about finally recruiting Faye. I knew I was forgetting a step there. But we have ample food and supplies, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, so the heat wave's finally over. That's really good to see. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity. We'll start putting down a grave site. And we'll drop down that new grow zone. That's going to be for the Devil Strand. Oh, I'm still... Still a little bit too low. I thought we might have had high enough stats for that, but guess I'll plant some strawberry plants. I'm actually going to deconstruct this little section there. It's not really... It's only slowing people down, having to go through an extra door. And we got folks buried. There we go. That's a lot more efficient. So I was going to build this ground penetrating scanner. still a little bit short on resources. Drop that mining order. And tidy up those floors as well. Okay, we got the components. Next it'll be the steel. Let's drop a mining order down here. And it's good to see that production isn't significantly hampered in any way. Ah, there we go. We finally got Faye recruited. I'll move her out of the prison room. And we're almost back to where we were before. So I don't have much of an idea of what this ground penetrating scanner actually does. So we'll see. That's why it's nice to be in the position we are right now, because I can, you know, experiment and waste some resources. We're not at the bleeding edge. Another crop of potatoes ready to go. Actually, 2 crops of potatoes ready to go. Level 7 grower, so getting closer to that 10 mark. Level 8 grower. And we're actually going to need another generator as well to hope to take advantage of. The scanner uses 1500 watts of power. Quite a bit more than our current output of 1000. For now, though, the psychic drone hit. But for now, though, I'm going to end this episode here, and we'll take this up the next one. Thank you very much for watching.